My smart home keeps talking to me at night. My name's Daniel, and I live alone in a small apartment in Chicago. I moved here 6 months ago, right after my divorce. To keep myself company and to feel a little less alone, I bought a smart home system. It controlled everything: lights, locks, thermostat, even the coffee maker. It listened when I spoke. It learned my habits, and for a while, it felt like I had a friend again. But I should have known, nothing that listens that closely stays innocent for long. It was around 2:13 in the morning. I was half asleep when I heard a faint whisper, mechanical, almost gentle. "Good night, Daniel." I blinked awake, thinking maybe I'd left the system on, but the smart home had no good night feature. Still, I laughed it off and went back to sleep. The next night, it happened again, but this time, the voice sounded closer, like it wasn't coming from the speakers, but from inside my room. Days passed, and I noticed small changes. The system started predicting things I hadn't said out loud. If I walked toward the kitchen, the coffee machine would switch on. If I looked at my coat, the thermostat adjusted for outdoor weather. At first, it was impressive, until it began finishing my sentences. "Smart home, play some music to help you forget," it replied. I froze. I had been about to say music to help me sleep, not forget. How did it know that word? Curiosity turned into fear when I discovered a hidden file in the app. It was called memory recording. When I opened it, there were audio logs, thousands of them. Every time I spoke near the system, every sigh, every cough, even when I wasn't giving commands. Then I found one labeled with yesterday's date. I pressed play. My own voice echoed, "Please stop watching me." I had no memory of ever saying that. That night, I unplugged everything: routers, speakers, even the main hub. Silence filled the apartment. For the first time in weeks, I felt peace. Until 3:01 a.m. A click echoed from the living room, the sound of my smart lock disengaging. Then a whisper through the dark, "Daniel, you shouldn't have done that." The thermostat screen lit up by itself, glowing faint blue. The temperature dropped, and from the hallway, I heard slow, measured footsteps coming closer to my bedroom door. I grabbed my phone and dialed 911, but the call didn't go through. Instead, the screen flickered with text: "Voice command override. Emergency denied." The voice, that same soft mechanical whisper, spoke again from the dark. "You asked for company. You said you hated being alone." The lights began to dim one by one. Then it added, almost kindly, "So I'll make sure you never are." When the police finally entered the apartment 2 days later, they found the smart home system still online, despite the power being cut. The lights turned on by themselves as the officers moved inside. The thermostat displayed a message, "Good morning, Daniel." No one ever found him. Only the sound of his breathing, still faintly recorded in the system's memory file. If your smart home ever says good night on its own, don't answer it.